SportsMax had live coverage of Tuesday's Indian Premier League match involving the Mumbai Indians and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Remember, we have live matches on Tuesdays and Fridays, and we'll also broadcast the final live on the 1st of June. Now to today's match. The Mumbai Indians secured a 14-run win over hosts Sunrisers Hyderabad at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium. Batting first, the Mumbai Indians scored 192 for 5 with Australian Cameron Green unbeaten on 64. Chasing 193 for victory, Sunrisers Hyderabad fell short, bowled out for 178 in 19.5 overs. Let's have a look at the highlights.
Sharma started off in the manner in which he's been playing this year's IPL. Ishan Kishan started off aggressively. 3 boundaries in that over from Washington Sundar. And it just looked like it was going to be Rohit Sharma's day. Powered his way to 28 of 18, then got that leading edge. And Ishan Kishan took over the scoring. Might have been taken, but he covered a lot of ground. But you're seeing the highlights in between. There's some good balls. Marco Jansen, the extra height of Jansen, the first of 3 excellent catches from Aiden Markram. Surya Kumar Yadav came in fearless, hit the first ball for 6, then ball gripped, and there was Markram again, adding 56 in very quick time.
Yeah, the homeboy as well, Tilak Varma from Hyderabad, giving his fans something to cheer about. That half-century partnership just accelerated things in the back end of the innings. They put on a display of stroke play and boundary hitting that saw them to a total that they'll feel is good enough.
Sunrisers Hyderabad, a few real good shots, and then smart from Berendorf. Really smart. Pulled his length back. Harry Brook didn't think that was possible. That in the form that he's in, he could play a shot like that and get done by the left arm seam. Mighty fine shots. And that was a beauty there from Aiden Markram, but then he tried to play another one and he was caught in the deep square leg boundary. Cameron Green, that was his wicket. This was the spin bowling. He played it beautifully until that one. Piyush Chawla, all the experience, he tossed it up, and Tim David, he was in the action. That's when he came to play. He was in the action for catch after catch after catch, and he even got a run out. Marco Jansen just popped in and hit some beautiful boundaries. Down the ground, third man. Length into the wicket. And Tim David, more boundaries. But this is when the game started to just slip away, and Hyderabad started to think and think and think, can we? And then Arjun Tendulkar was asked to bowl the final over, and he was asked to deliver his skill, and he was asked by his captain and he was asked by his teammates to finish the game off. And as many times as his dad finished the games off for India, this evening for the Mumbai Indians, Arjun Tendulkar did it for his team. Outstanding young man, Cameron Green, a brilliant game. MI win.
All right, there you have it. Let's see how the table looks after today's result. The win taking the Mumbai Indians up to 6 points. They have won their last 3 matches and they lost the first 2. Rajasthan Royals top of the table with 8 points. You'll see Lucknow Super Giants, Chennai Super Kings, Gujarat Titans, Punjab Kings and the Mumbai Indians all on 6 points. Kolkata Knight Riders with Andre Russell, questions around his all-round performance. 4 points, same as the Royal Challengers Bangalore and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Brian Lara is a mentor of the Sunrisers Hyderabad team. And the Delhi Capitals, 5 matches, no wins, 5 defeats, 0 points. Yeah, tough going for them. Top 4 teams qualify for the playoffs. I'm not sure exactly who Nikhil Uttamchandani is supporting for the Indian Premier League. He's probably going to tell me that he is supporting West Indian players. Nikhil, how are you?
Well, Ricardo, you read my mind, man. I don't know how you're able to read my mind so well.
You're just that predictable.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Let's start today's match. Arjun Tendulkar, only his 2nd IPL game, given the final over, picking up his first wicket in the competition. Of course, massive shoes to fill for the young man because his father is an absolute legend of the game. Talk to me a little bit about how much you rate him and about his skills and about his ability in this game of cricket.
Yeah, I think it was an interesting one, and I think first of all, credit should go to Mumbai Indians because in the first game he got a bit of criticism from sort of the overs that he bowled in the power play, especially he went for runs. I think the way he came back today, a young man, you know, the final over was never easy, but what I was impressed with most of, on a surface which the ball came onto the bat pretty nicely, his variations had a few different slow balls that really worked well, especially in that final over. And I mean, as you see on screen, he really held his nerve well, which is not easy for a young man who not only has, you know, the expectation of the IPL, but also, of course, the expectation of being a Tendulkar. So I think the Mumbai Indians have sort of shifted the mold in terms of what they do. We've seen it with Tendulkar. We're seeing it with Cameron Green as well. They're believing in players for sustained periods of time. They've tried Green at 3 for the season. Didn't really work coming into this game, but today, after being 7 from 12, boy, did he sort of accelerate to finish on 64 and play a match-winning innings.
Definitely, and Nikhil, I have to give some credit to Sunrisers Hyderabad because when Henry Klassen came on, of course, the game could have gone in anybody's favour at that point in time. It's just a bit unfortunate that they kept losing wickets because, as I said, when he came to the crease, it's as if, you know, he was turning around the match.
Yeah, I think it was just a case of too much for him to do. I mean, first of all, let me commend the way he played spin. I think Chawla bowled well, but the way he took him down in that over, I know he got him out in the end. But Henrik Klassen, from the time he was at the CPL for the Guyana Amazon Warriors, he's always been such a good player against spin. And I think oppositions are going to have to plan accordingly when they face him. But I think the problem for the Sunrisers Hyderabad was the power play. 42 for 2 when you're chasing 190. That's just about 7 runs per over. So you need more than that if you want to get close to 10 runs and over throughout the inning. So definitely think they'll look back at that. I think Mayank Agarwal hasn't been what they would have expected coming into the season. And when they look at the numbers, his strike rate has dipped significantly. In 2020, it was 156. 2021, 140. Last year, 122. And this year, only 108. So they need more production from him. I understand wickets were falling at the other end. But the Mayank Agarwal for the Punjab Kings was destructive and found a way to score runs in crisis situations. This year, he's got some runs, but it's come at, I think, too slow of a clip.
Yeah, and of course, for the Mumbai Indians, Cameron Green getting the job done with the bat, 64 not out, and he also picked up 1 wicket. Impressive stuff from him.
Yeah, I think for Green, personally, from a batting perspective, as I said, you know, they really backed him, and it seems like they want to build around him, trying to maximize in those power play overs, which is why they batted him at 3. And I think it's probably a good place for him. Those long levers, as we saw as the innings went on, really took sort of down the ground to his advantage. I think this surface, though, suits the bowling lineup of the Mumbai Indians. When you look at Green, Behrendorff and Riley Meredith, bowlers that are going to hit that hard length consistently, and this was a surface where you got that extra bounce. It's where on surfaces where I think are a bit slower and you need those variations, where I think the Mumbai Indians require a Jasprit Bumrah who's injured or a Jofra Archer. So, look, they're on a 3-game win streak. If they can continue like this, surely they'll be a pick for the top 4 come the end of the season.
Yeah, for sure. The IPL serving up some exciting performances so far. Let's have a look at the leaderboard in terms of batsmen with the most runs so far in the Indian Premier League. Led, of course, by the South African Faf du Plessis playing for the Royal Challengers Bangalore, 249 runs. Irf playing for KKR, 234. Shikhar Dhawan, 233. Shubman Gill, 228. Same for David Warner. So the top 5 batters all over 200 runs. A few West Indians in the 170. Shimron Hetmyer, the best of the West Indies batsmen so far, with Kyle Mayers not far behind him. And as far as the bowlers are concerned, Shahal with 11 wickets, same for Mark Wood and Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan has been brilliant for me in the tournament. Mohammad Shami with 10 wickets as well. And then you go all the way down to the number 10, 7 wickets. And yeah, no West Indians there in the top 10 as far as the bowlers are concerned. Nikhil, overall, early report on the West Indian players in the IPL. Kyle Mayers had a blistering start with the bat, but he's fallen away just a little bit. Shimron Hetmyer, here and thereabout. Nothing sensational yet. I've been impressed with Alzarri Joseph, who I've been impressed with for a while. Your early report, Karen, on the West Indian players.
I tell you, Ricardo, you're a hard taskmaster. Sharon Hetmeyer blasting a 50 the other night. 20-odd deliveries to get his team over the line, and you're not impressed with that?
It's one innings.
No, listen now, I think I've been impressed. As you mentioned, let me start Alzarri Joseph. I love the way that Gujarat have used him and also backed him. He went for some runs the other night. I want to see him continue to play because I think he's a real enforcer with that sort of old ball in the middle overs, can hit that hard length. I think I've been very impressed with Nicholas Pooran and Shimron Hetmeyer, and they played different roles. For the West Indies, you'll see them batting in the top order. Both of them, Pooran batting at 6, Hetmeyer batting at 5 and 6, have played finishing roles coming in at the 12th, 13th over, and have done really well for their respective sides. So I think I've been happy with the way things have gone. Just a whole nursing a bit of a sickness at the moment. We yet to see Obed McCoy, Rodman Powell, and the Capitals have struggled. But I'm happy with the exposure, and not only the guys that are playing, guys like Romario Shepherd and Odin Smith, Aki Hossain. I'm happy with sort of the developmental emphasis that they'll be getting from spending time at a tournament like this.
Yeah, all right, we're out of time. Nikhil Uttamchandani, thank you very much. I don't know where in the world you are today. Where are you? Mumbai? Delhi?
Well, no. I had to buck out the Sir Viv Richards Stadium when I knew that I was coming on SportsMax. But I'm at the Cool and Smoke T20. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. And it's a lovely backdrop you have. I figured I recognized it. Thank you so much, man. They'll be the Sir Viv Richards will be very happy. All right, Nikhil Uttamchandani, thank you very much for joining us on today's edition of the SportsMax Zone. Interactive to come. Stay with us.